undoubtedly it all sounds really wonderful, and you've been doing this for a quarter of a century now in this particular project. So obviously it must be something very dear to your heart and very important to you. Can you describe that connection that you have with Lumbini, and why is it so important to you, and why have you continued at it through thick and thin and through these challenges all of these years and not given up?
Somehow I saw Korean War in 1950 was not because of Koreans, of North Korea, South Korea, or because of ideological conflict, made East and West ideological things made. And so I start to see what's going on that create, I don't know, some I call marma, agonies of people, created by power and wrong ideology thinking. And one of the important offshoot of that is nationalism or provincialism. I am this religion, I'm this categorize it, analytical thinking, and then make comparisons. And then they put a value judgment. And I said, I don't want it to be only South Korean. I'm a Korean. I don't want it to be a Korean, but I want to be Asian. I don't want it to be an Asian. I want to be a global citizen. I love friends in Florence. I love friends in Malta. I love friends in Kotor and Montenegro. I like people in Norway. I love people, Mongolia, everywhere, New Zealand, and Seychelles president, founding president is a friend of mine. So I said, wait a minute. I am a global citizen. And with that awakening, I try not to be boxed in with whatever I do. So I made a finger principle: world, humanity, environment, future, and peace. WHEFP. Whatever I do, it should be globally make sense, not one area getting special. So weight goes into New York, weight goes to London. No, I'm sorry, that it should be a little bit not like that. Whatever you do, it's for the people, humanity. Whatever we do, should not hurt the environment. Whatever we do in a bigger scale should be thinking about future generation. What's the purpose of living? I'm thinking about my son, my granddaughter, and really, I want them to live their fully. Everybody's endowed with a potential, so nobody's above or beyond. No hierarchical, only few people succeed. They are all have their own locus, a unique locus. In their lives, spiritual life, they go to the fullest bloom and then nirvana. So this is what I like to see. And then whatever we do, it should be balanced, because what you do for yourself should not hurt the other. So it's a peace idea. So WEFP, I call it. So this I have always in this hand, the innovative thinking. Whatever I say should be truthful. Whatever I write should be responsible. Whatever I do should be doing things work. Whatever I do should be life. And whatever I do should be spiritually consistent. This is why my right hand, this left hand, have even tiptoes and have some, like trust and the goodwills and things like that. So I just want to live as a person on this earth, not artificial bind, things like that. Affects my thinking, my free spirit. So that kind of thing is jiving to jiving? I don't know the term is good for this kind of a project. So I feel karma to take care of marma and in the spirit of dharma.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I have to congratulate you on your broken English. It's some of the best broken English I've ever heard.
I deliberately break English because I don't want to speak perfectly in English way of American. I was one of the top in Korea to speak good English, even younger generation. That I was speaking like that in like a nice way, lecturing. And then I spoke to many people in Nepal, India, or other places in Ghana and so on, Africa. And they were breaking their languages. So I thought, oh, this is the most spoken language in the world. And it's the best to speak like that. So I'm breaking it, and I'm not afraid of breaking it. As long as it resonates my heart. It corresponds to what I'm thinking. I don't want any gap. Sometimes people call me, you're silly, stupid, but I don't mind. If I'm stupid, to be honest, to be consistent.
Because they think you're too much of an idealist?
Idealistic, and some people even call me idealist. But I told them, no, I'm a realistic idealist or idealistic realist. That's what I want. I don't want to live my life and then say, this is reality. So therefore, what do? This power talks. At the end of the day, money is the way, the power. Don't you know, you stupid? No, that's not all. What guided me so far is not that. My parents didn't live their life like that. I learned from them. Wait a minute, I saw many people like that. Don't generalize. Everybody's like that. So once you think about being a good person, you're born with a special potential God has given you. Unique. I call it Uri Vibhuniti. Unique. So nobody should look up. Nobody should look down. I practice this. People say, oh, he's a sweeper. Look down. No, that's a wrong thinking. He's a president. Look up. Your sir, as you saw, I don't say your excellency. I don't do that. I will say to your excellency to everybody, then that's fine. I think we should live our life like that. I respect you. I respect you. I cannot say you are better than me. I cannot say you are worse than me either. This basic principle should be applied in this kind of living situation. And that's what Buddha has taught you. And if you don't do that, and then say money talks and cost-benefit analysis, interest rates, and if you do that...
So when you do talk to these people, who you have described as sometimes having another agenda and are thinking in terms of cost-benefit analysis and all of this, do then you try to speak to their sort of higher nature? Is that how do you then try to speak to their higher nature when you're discussing with them? People who perhaps have different agendas and different things driving them, perhaps out of habit. How do you bring that discussion up to the level that you're describing?
I speak my mind to them. Again, I am not against cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis is fine and dandy. But if it is not good for the people, or balance and harmony for everybody, then that's a line you have to draw. I mean, how could you do things which you cannot make, in a good sense of the word, benefit? It shouldn't be profit per se, it's a benefit. So that's fine. I'm very positive-minded about internet systems, transportation. There's a post-industrial era innovations. One should not make a blanket condemnation of any people or any things. You have to sort out and then try to do it to elevate the spirit at the best extent so that everybody could live in happy sort of a mood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that difficult.
Well, I like to hear you say that. Well, anyway, we're out of tape and we're out of time, and you've been very, very gracious with your time, and it's been a long day. We really appreciate you taking this time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I give everybody H2O, healthiness, happiness, whatever ozone you get. Oh.
We need it all.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.